Hi everyone, it's Danny. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another design team layout for the Confessions of a Paper Addict Cut Files design team, and I am using the amazing new cut file called The Big Bang. It was just released today. There are a bunch of new ones going up in the shop today, so make sure to check out the Etsy shop for those. The link will be in the description box below, and I'll leave the link to this specific cut file as well so you can find it. So I've gone ahead and cut that on some blue cardstock, just some regular textured cardstock. And now you can see I'm going through all my mirrored specialty holographic papers and trying to pick some out to use. So I will come back to that in a minute. But first I am just going to add some splatters. So I'm going through with my Distress Oxide in Faded Jeans. And this is spun sugar. So I'm just doing some splatters kind of all the way around the outside of those firework cutouts, and then some gold Kaiser mist as well. I'm just going to apologize quickly because I am not 100% well at the moment. I have bronchitis, so my voice is very scratchy and not great, so I'm sorry, but I left this voiceover as long as I could and I really have to get it done. So I did just go in there at the end with some of the turquoise Kaiser mist as well. So these are the papers that I have settled on. I'm going to use that pinky purple holographic pattern. I'm going to use that gold, that silver holographic shattered kind of paper, and then that purple chunky glitter. So I'm just going through, flipping over the cut file or the background paper and the specialty paper, and I'm going around and just sort of tracing the outside circle of that cut file because I'm just going to use the whole one single paper for each firework. I'm not going to go ahead and back the whole each of those separate pieces separately. That would just take absolutely forever. I'm just going to use 3 different papers to back each of the fireworks. So even though this is a very intricate cut file, this layout ended up coming together pretty quickly. So there you go. I'm just going to do a close-up of each of them after I back it because I just love how shimmery and holographic and cool and they look. So now I'm going to come on with the silver, and I wish the photographs came out better, and even on camera, on video, it's hard to see just how cool this looks. It looks so much cooler in real life. So I'm just using some tacky glue here to go all the way around the outside and then sort of as much as in between of those little bits and pieces that I can get so that it glues down really securely. I just love that hollow paper, it's so pretty. Okay, so the last one I'm going to back with this super cool chunky purple glitter, and it's actually kind of like it's kind of like a duochrome if you look really closely or you get it in the right light. As you turn it, it catches different colors in the light. It's actually, I got it from a dollar store. Yeah, like you can see that it kind of turns green and blue if you turn it the right way. It's super cool. Yeah, I got it from a dollar store, and it's like one of those really chunky textury glitters, and I've not been able to find another sheet of it since, which is a bit sad. So there it is, all backed super quick. I have 2 photos of the fireworks at New Year's Eve 2016, so at the start of 2017. I think, yeah, I would have been pregnant with my daughter at this point, so yeah, but it was very early, so we hadn't told anyone yet, and so it was just me and my husband and my son, and we went to the there's parklands near our house where they do fireworks, and they do them for the kids. So they do the actual fireworks at 9 p.m, which I actually forgot. I've only just remembered as I'm doing this layout that the fireworks are actually at 9, because I thought it was very strange for us to have a 3-year-old out at midnight, but it wasn't. It was 9 o'clock. So yeah, so I just got a couple of photos of the fireworks. I have a plan for the facing page for this one to be a photo of my son watching the fireworks, which is just perfect. So I am just adding in some stickers. This is from the Coca Vanilla Endless Summer collection sticker sheet. So I've just added in that border strip and that the Good Life circular like piece, kind of reminded me of that starburst firework shape. This pack of ephemera is from the Reject Shop. It's really old. It's just part of I have a kit there. It's kind of like a celebrations themed kit, and it's all kind of like pastel colors. And I picked this because I knew it had icons that would work for New Year's Eve. Like I knew there were a couple of fireworks in there, and like fairy floss, cotton candy, and banners and party hats and things. So I have pulled out the Happy script out of that die cut pack, and it is gold foiled. And now I'm pulling in some alphas. They're from Kmart, just some holographic chipboard alphas, spell out New Year, and it had no punctuation, so I'm going to steal an exclamation mark from a pack of thickers, and it's a different font, but I don't really care. It's the same holographic effect, so that's what I was after. And yes, I am mixing my metals. You can mix your metals. There's no rule saying you can't. I do it all the time. The key is to keep it consistent. So you can see I've used gold splatters on the background, and I've done that silver holographic foil in the top firework, so it's in a few places all the way around the layout. It's not just sort of mostly silver holographic and then one chunk of gold, which would look kind of strange. So yeah, you can see now I'm pulling out some die cuts that have some more gold foiling on there, so it all ties in together in the end. So I'm just flicking through all the die cuts. I did pull out like the fairy floss and like some of those balloons and the little hooray candles, but the only things I really end up using are those firework starburst things and those painted brushstroke phrases. So now I'm going in with my fussy cutting scissors, and I'm just going to trim out the outside of these fireworks. So I just thought they were perfect, but they were just too perfectly circular. So I'm just going through and cutting off that sort of outside bit, and they look more like fireworks, and they fit in better with that background, I think. So I'm just popping those in so they kind of surround my photos there. And I also had this little starburst kind of piece that I was struggling to place, but I do end up just tucking it in at the top there between the two photos. And now this piece I'm just going to trim off again some more of that white border. It's just a little bit too stark there for my liking. And that just says spectacular. So I do end up moving it actually up to the top there. And I'll just keep that wonderful, I think it says wonderful, the purple one, where it is. And I've just added in a third kind of smaller word phrase off that Cocoa Vanilla sticker sheet that says unforgettable. And now I'm just going to quickly go through and glue everything down, just using my tacky glue in the fine liner bottle as I usually do. Sorry, my voice is starting to go. I've tried my very best, so I apologise if it bothers you, but yeah. Anyway. The last thing I'm going to do is use a ton of Nuvo drops. I have pulled out 3 or 4 colours, no, 4 colours. So I've got this mauvey purple, I've got a champagne gold, a mint, which doesn't show up very well on the background, so I don't do much of it, and then a bunch of white. So I'm just going to do heaps of these all the way around the outside of the fireworks. I'm going to do a few sprinkled around the middle part of the fireworks, but most of them sort of on the outside. And that's going to be my layout finished. Before my voice totally gives up, I'm going to say goodbye. Close-ups are coming up. Don't forget to check the links in the description box if you want to find this cut file. Yeah, thanks for joining me today. See you next time. Bye, guys.